Okay, hello everyone and welcome back. Oh, sorry, not welcome back. Welcome to A Legionary's Life. It's a fun little indie game that I've just got that I remember seeing played by Alex the Rambler, actually, like a year ago or something. And I thought it was a cool game where you play as a Roman Legionary. You are not the, commander of the Legion. You are just a regular old Legionary. After all of the games that we play where we are in control of a legion or a big country, we never really get to play as just a regular soldier, and that's what we do in this game, A Legionary's Life. So we're going to start a new game here. We create our character here. Going to go for a mental, let's see, 62 awareness, 53 intellect, 46, let's roll again, 59 charisma, 48 awareness, 50 intellect. Looking for a good character with, that seems good. Our endurance isn't that great, but constitution's 48, 53 quickness, 48 coordination. Good intellect though, and an average awareness. That's sort of what I want. I'm going with the mental emphasis here. So let's accept. What shall our name be? I don't know. Quintus. Varus, because Varus has never been a bad Roman name, has it? Quintus Varus. I don't know. Let's go with Cabrio. There you go. Quintus Varus Cabrio. That's a good old legionary name. The First War lasted for over 20 years. Conflict had been over only a matter of time once the relentless expansion of Rome came close to the huge Carthaginian sphere of influence. Young power compelled by staggering self-confidence, Rome had most of the Italic peninsula under its control at the time. So this is set, Second Punic War? Something along those lines? On the other side was the Punic city of Carthage, a centuries-old naval colossus dominating the western Great Sea. An insurmountable gap in power and prestige seemed to divide the two cities. Unexpectedly, the Roman Republic emerged victorious, incomplete as the victory was. Building upon its success, the city's maritime territories grew larger and more secure, whilst humiliating conditions well beyond the actual extent of the defeat were imposed on Carthage. So yeah, this is, like second, third Punic War this is going to be. Nevertheless, the price was tremendous for both parties. Some say that not even Alexander's conquest devoured so many lives. It all paled compared to what was to come. The truce that followed lasted for generation. You were a child when that situation hovered on the brink of war once again. You still remember the talk in the Rome back then, when everybody expected the looming conflict to take place in the distant colonies of Hispania to the west, now that an attack by the sea was nigh impossible. The astonishment when the news reached the city still fresh in your memory. A bold, not yet thirsty Carthaginian general named Hannibal Barca had led an army through the lands of the fierce Gauls and across the mountains to the north. The war was here in Italia, a few hundred miles from Rome itself. The following years were marked by growing panic as reports of whole armies annihilated by Hannibal kept coming. The Punic general was stronger, smarter than anything Rome had ever faced before. Yet his attempt to turn the Italic allies on the Republic was unsuccessful. Defeating him in a patched battle was beyond the realms of possibility. That much was clear to the Romans. At the time, he could not lay siege to the capital. The conflict turned into an endless war of attrition. Meanwhile, another war was being fought far away in Hispania, crucial to prevent reinforcements from joining Hannibal with his elephants coming over the Alps. About a year ago, the Roman legions were soundly defeated and their commanders, Scipio and his new brother Gaius, were killed. What little remained of the army was now controlled in a small patch of land. Even after reinforcements joined the survivors, the situation looked more desperate than ever. When the Centurioness Assembly had to appoint a new proconsul, only Scipio's son, a young man still in his 20s, stepped forwards. No one else wished to take on such a hopeless assignment. You, on the other hand, had no choice at all. Right after you had come of age, you were enrolled onto a freshly raised legion, part of a second 11,000 strong reinforcement bound to accompany the new proconsul. After a brief training period, you embark on a long journey to Hispania. Now you've reached your destination and joined what is left of the previous army. Apparently, with the Romans out of the picture, the Carthaginians had divided into 3 large hosts, each of them at least as big as your current force. They're a long way from your headquarters, committed to securing the whole region. So far away from your home that you can hardly comprehend the distance, with little to no chance of ever seeing your family again, deprived of most of the rights you held as a civilian, you feel strangely calm as you prepare to face the hardships to come. And here we go. So our first part here is going to be, well, let's have a look. What do we have? We've got our Scutum, we've got our Gladius, Xiphos, but it's a sword, you know, what more can you say? We've got our protectoral plate, and then we've got our little helmet. So, throw damage, no we do, still have 2 javelins. I want to check, that was my inventory. What about deeds? I don't have any deeds, I haven't killed anyone, okay. So what have we got? Our awareness, yeah, that's the problems. I'm a simple legionary, one of about 120 in a mana pool, a small tactical unit led by 2 centurions. My effective pay is 74. I am a Hastati. Shame. We're not. we're not a Triari. So what are my skills? My javelin skills aren't that great. I could probably do it. Doing some javelin skills. I have 48 health. Okay. Buy, sell. Spend your time searching for items. Your intelligence and your awareness to a lesser extent will help you find items of better quality. Can I sell anything? I don't have anything to sell. I mean, I could sell my armor. I don't think that's a great idea. I could search. So what do we got here? We've got a 2/2 Xiphos, which is better than my 1. I think, yeah, that's the one that I'm looking at. This is the one that I got. Armor piercing, it's slightly better. Still got only 2. Material quality is 2. It does a tiny little bit more damage, but Gladius there, but that's 304. I could buy a cap. Yeah, great. Doesn't covers a little bit more of my head, but it's otherwise absolutely terrible. Chainmail, yeah, can't afford any of that, so not gonna bother with that. Yeah. So training, I am going to javelin practice. Your javelin skill has increased. Excellent. Thread of your life is spun. When you are sent out to gather firewood, you often fail to perform adequately. Because I don't have strength or endurance. Bruh, really. Although it requires the troops to have a pretty high opinion of me. Yeah, you know what? A little bit of sparring, my shield is increased. Let me... Quickness and endurance, coordination and endurance, strength and constitution. Let's gym. There you go, strength. Oh. Really? Because I lack of stamina. What raises up my stamina? Leisure. Hang around. My opinion of troop increased by 1. Largely depends on intellect. I've gained 3 denarii, and my morale has increased. Yes, yes. If you do this too often, the quite will dampen your virtue. The troop's opinion may change loosely for the better, although that depends on your charisma. If you win money and improve your relationship with the troop, your morale will increase as well. Let's play some dice. I have lost 3 denarii. That's fine. Let's go training again. Let's do some javelin practice. Javelin skill has increased. How would I misc? There's also the risk of an unpleasant thing. Must be at least an Optio or a Centurion, but I don't have that. The lower my intellect, the higher chance of getting a large morale. Really? Well, we're not doing that then. Volunteer for extra guard duty. If your charisma is high, it's very boring though, my morale might suffer. I'll go for an extra patrol. My Centurion is happy with me. Random encounter. Under attack by a distant group of slingers. You are unharmed, because I had good defense. Yes. These were not enemy troops, looked like the locals not being too happy about the Romans. Fair enough. Similar episodes being reported more and more frequently. Fair enough. Let's do some training. Sword skill and shield. Hey, I'm definitely getting better at it somewhat. 31, 28, 30. Yeah, that's good. My endurance. What I need is... you know what, let's go. Over-exercise stress. That's not good. So... yeah, okay. Use each of the main... A couple of times each main event with no consequence on stress. If you exercise 5 times in the same group with no improvements, further failures will build up stress much faster than normal. By using my spare teams for activities not related to exercise. Alrighty then, let's do that then, I guess. Let's hang around. There you go. My morale has increased a bit. It's the cold season though, so... but for most time nobody is available, your sporadic training is ineffective, so no one wants to do anything. Great. Extra bit of shield increase, that's fine. Let's do some leisure. Let's play a board game. I have lost 2 denarii. Brilliant. Let's just hang around instead. Play a board game again. I've gained 3 denarii. Hey, the troop opinion of me. Oh, fellow soldiers are playing dice next to you. Suddenly the one named Metellus turns on Volesnus and calls him a cheater. From where you stand, you are not sure he's right or whether he's wrong. Mind my own business. Move away before I get dragged into the quarrel. Yeah. Ain't doing that. Ain't doing that, boys. So yeah, the Centurion's a little bit unhappy with me. The troop, though, they're quite alright. Go for a run to increase my endurance. I received my regular pay of 37 denarii. Stuck with an especially aggressive sparring partner this morning. Decius has been here in Hispania since long before your arrival. He's one of the survivors of last year's debacle. His blade has come dangerously close to your throat twice already. Even a wooden practice sword can be lethal when it's used like that. Do we risk attempt a spectacular counter-strike? Oh, keep going. Oh, it's spectacular. Nope. It looks like you shaking his head, even the Centurion. Well, no one likes me anymore. Great. Great, that didn't work. Coordination and endurance for a swim. Yes, let's do that. And then we need to go leisure. Let's hang around a bit. Let's hang around a bit more. And a bit more. Play a board game. Yeah, that's got back that 4 that I lost there, but still the troop not doing. And maybe we can do something a bit with... where is my coordination? My coordination's there, 42. My endurance is also the problem, so let's work out a bit. I'm not getting any better. Great. Well, you know what, then let's hang around a bit. And then my morale is high. And then let's do Misk. Let's do your troop and Centurions approve and may approve. Let's go for an extra patrol. Hey, the Centurion is happy with me again. If you volunteer for extra patrol duty, your troop opinion has increased by 1. And that's it, we're now on to the main battle. So there's our stats. We got 29 javelin, 32 shield, 30 sword. So let's move on then. First battle of the game. Camp bursts into activity as the whole army prepares to move. You march to the south. It doesn't take long for your destination to become apparent. Nova Carthago, the capital of the Carthaginian colonies here in Hispania. It's a daring move and very risky. Several days later you reach your destination, set camp not far from the city. According to Camp Talk, the closest enemy armor is about 10 enemy army is about 10 days march from here. A long siege is out of the question. We have to take Nova Carthago by storm. Cast a glance at the city walls, strong stone. The thought of fighting the way up there makes your stomach churn. It's hard not to think that you may be looking at the place where your days will end. Right, I am fully expecting to die here. I mean, will this be enough? Who knows? This is the best we can do. The next morning your maniple is among the first to move out of the camp and reach the plains right in front of the city. If what your Centurion said is true, the garrison is of Nova Carthago consists of a small mercenary army of about 1,000 rather, and of course the militia. You're taking your place on the battlefield when all of a sudden cries of alarm rise from the ranks. You look ahead with a start. The city gate is wide open. A screaming mass numbering thousands leaves the safety of the walls, quickly closing the gap with your partially deployed first line. Judging by their scanned equipment, they must be the militia. The enemy commander wouldn't risk his precious mercs. Like this, blood pounding in your ears, you get ready to receive them as the first battle of your life engulfs you. And when the other side is at the right distance, you prefer to hurl your javelin. You just lob it. Just play safe and lob it in the general direction. Your javelin disappears into the ranks of the foe. You can't be sure what damage it caused, if at all, but you must have produced at least some confusion because we did that javelin practice. It's all paying off. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for the oncoming fight. And here we go. So here's a militiaman. He has got a spear and a hoplon. His coordination and awareness is alright. His skills are pretty terrible, right? Versus me. But he's got a better weapon range. Healthy man in his prime, hastily recruited from the city militia in a time of need. So, what? Well, I have to close it. There you go. Right. So, here's how to play. We've got all of these. We can do a couple of actions in our turn. First one usually represents your chance to hit. The second one indicator can have different meanings depending on the action. So a full icon corresponds to 100% chance, and nothing means no chance of success. Between these, different fill amounts represent a different percentage chance. For example, when the icon is half full, you're 50%, that's 65, that's 20. Fair enough. In the heat of combat, these icons represent our legionary's level of confidence about his next move. The chance of success used for the actual roll is applied to the icon to determine its appearance. Always keep an eye on your stance. When it's not full, you are more open to attack and your own strikes are more easily averted. You also become slower to act. The lower the stance, the worse it gets. This is true for the enemy too. Any rule that applies to you also applies to your opponent. So there's his stance, there's his health. Likewise with me. The stance can be quickly regained through the recover action. The success rate depends on your coordination. I'm not sure about my coordination with that. Fatigue will slowly build up as you fight, which is there. When it's full, your fatigue will increase by 1 level. There are 3 levels, with exhausted being the worst. So, you know, in Total War, when your troops become exhausted and don't move, this is what's happening to them. There'll be 3. If you become exhausted before your enemy, you will be in trouble. Success is based on fatigue, according to the damage result. In pitched battle, you are rotated regularly, and fatigue is a minor concern. These are a number of situations where it's more relevant, though. For example, when facing an opponent in single combat like this, or if you are a centurion and must hold the line for longer than your troops. Attitude bar, which is here. My attitude, it's actually a little bit forwards, actually. Or is it? I think it might actually be dead in the centre, actually. Defensive attitude sacrifices offense for defense. An aggressive attitude does the opposite, increasing your chance to hit and making you more vulnerable at the same time. If you frequently maintain a defensive attitude, you might slowly lose morale. Sometimes this is a cheap price to pay to live and fight another day. Change your attitude as often as you like with no cost. And you can click on the character on the combat UI for a detailed screen showing their values, blah blah blah. Okay. Good. So, what's his health? Can I see his health? I can't. I'm going to have to try and do that. Well, let's go for an attack in torso. We hit 10 damage, so he's got about 50 health. Okay, good. Let's go for his... Let's go for his head. We hit him. We did 10 damage. Good. Faint, failed, attack, drawing, grazed rather. So he only just missed me. That's... let's go for his torso again. We missed. Attacks my leg, but then he also misses. I'm going to recover a bit. Failed, really. Succeeded, undisturbed. Let's recover again. There you go, succeed, undisturbed. Right, good, let's attack. Let's attack his torso. We hit him for 6 damage, good, he's down to half health. Let's go for his head. So 50%, he missed. He recovers. I'm going to recover. Succeed, undisturbed. Attacked, missed. Okay, let's go for his torso again. Missed. He goes to recover, failed. Let's go again. We missed again. Bruh. What does respite do? Go for yeah, good try. Problem is, I am becoming a little bit fatigued. The problem, I think, is because of my endurance. I'm starting to fatigue myself. Let's. Should not so charge. Let's recover. Failed. Recover again. Succeed. Undisturbed. Yes. Let's go for attacking his torso again. Let's try and kill him. Only 6 damage. Effects. Temporarily denies any reach advantage. Weapon attacks are also severely penalised. Okay. Well, we're nearly at our first stage of fatigue, which is not that great. Let's go for a soft spot torso. Missed. We don't have a very good. Not gonna do good with fainting. Let's recover. I'll just try recover. Failed respite. Let's go for torso attack. Missed. Go for torso again. Missed. Situation is shifting. You won't be able to keep facing your current enemy for much longer. Let's recover. Because we're I fainted again. Let's recover. Failed. Respite. What does respite do? It doesn't tell me what it does, but we can at least recover this time. Quick feint failed. Won't be able to keep facing him for much longer. None of our see, none of our attacks there have really got a good chance to hit. Neither of the soft spots. Shield isn't going to do much. Try recover again. Failed. Feint. Failed. Eventually the enemy formation starts to break apart. Very soon panic spreads as their wavering turns into a rout. Seriously wounded. Hey, we got some morale and some opinion of the Centurion and the troops. That's good. That's good. We almost killed that guy. We were about 2/3 of the way there, so Carthaginian militia is in disarray. An improvised pursuiter's attempt, but your vanguard is stopped at the city gates before it can break in. Okay, good. Still got that high morale. Still no deeds. I wounded a militiaman at least. Centurion beckons to some of your after a brief talk they move away from the maniple. You wonder what's going on. Defense, weapons, the rest of you will storm the city walls. Okay. Many ladders are being propped up against the walls whilst a constant shower of missiles is raining down from the battlements. The Centurion promised to share a generous portion of his reward should he manage to be the first man over the walls. Sure, we'll try help him. One of the first to spring forward, determined to open the way, but I'm terrible and I completely fail. One of the missiles hits you. Oh, come on. You're way too vulnerable here. You are hit again. Your health is decreased by 5. The defender's resistance gets more and more reckless with despair. There's no way to reach the top. At least the Centurion has noticed your intrepid effort. Well, at least the Centurion now likes me. Crossing both enemies, blend with studs and stones bouncing all around you. Suddenly the noise begins to dwindle and fade. You can't believe what you are seeing. Hundreds of Roman Legionaries are running along the top of the wall. That's where those other guys went, coming from the north. How did they get there? The other guys went there. Anyhow, the Punics are melting before them, leaving the battlements unguarded. In the end, your allies reach the gate and open it, letting in the bulk of your legionary. Hey, that's good. There you go. The Centurion's happy enough with me. Follow your maniple into the city streets. Your orders are very clear. Secure the city by killing everything that meets you in the open. Hopefully no one will be so inconsiderate. Thoughts are interrupted when a small number of militiamen stand in your path. Ah, he's not the wounded guy yet. But again, I do still have 1 javelin. Can I throw my javelin? Weapon reach 2 versus the militiaman of 4. I could try and lob my javelin at him. Sure. I missed. That's, sure. It was worth a shot. Worth a shot. Let's go for just the standard old torso attack. 8 damage. Quick feint failed. Let's go for another attack. Let's go for the torso again. Come on, we missed. Deft feint succeeded. Let's recover. Succeeded. Goes for me. Only grazes me. I attack his head in return. Misses. Let's go for the torso again. Hit. 11 damage. Nice. Recovered. Failed. Good. Let's go for the head. Oh, we missed. We should have gone for the torso. Talking of which, let's recover since none of those have really got a good attack. Let's go for the torso. Missed. Goes for me. Misses. Let's go for the torso again. Hey, -5 damage. Goes to recover. 2 other legionaries have joined me. Hello, friends. How's it going? You've got Corinthian helmet and chainmail, and you've got gladius. You've got gladius. You've got everything. Let's recover then, since I have legionaries with me. He goes for the leg. He misses. Attacks the arm. -7 damage. Good. Maybe if these guys can soften him up, I'll steal the kill. Oh, 10 damage! -8 damage. Nice. Recover failed. Attacks the head. Misses. Let's go for... Should we risk a soft spot? We've got about, what, a 45% chance of hitting a torso soft spot? Oh, missed. Damn. So close. Let's just go for a regular... Oh, -12 damage. -12 health, rather. Come on, we can kill him. We can kill him. Come on, Quintus. For the torso. No, you missed! You fool! Succeed undisturbed. He attacks the legionary. He tries to recover. He tries to attack the leg. Let's recover them. I failed, really. Ah, down he goes. The other legionary killed him. Damn, I was hoping that I would be able to kill him, but I shall pity him. Drafted into service, forced to fight to defend his homeland. It does ring a bell. You wonder about the people waiting for him at home, never to see him come back. My virtue is increased by 2. Hooray. An officer yelling out orders brings you back down to earth with a bump. You move on. Keep marching along the streets as is custom. Looting is strictly prohibited until the battle is over. Stick to the rules and go ahead to the rally point. Yes, continue. Nova Carthago is almost conquered, but 500 mercenaries from the garrison are still holding the citadel. The proconsul is looking for volunteers for an assault on this last bastion. He's throwing in more than double the loot share. These mercenaries are nothing like the militia you have been facing until now. They may not be the enemy's best troops, they wouldn't have been left here if they were, but they are still professional soldiers. Only the most experienced legionaries are volunteering. No one would blame you if you backed off. We're going for it. I step forward, taking my place amongst the volunteers, and Centurion opinion has increased by 8. Troopers increased by 5, proconsul increased by 2. Your newly assembled force makes its way into the citadel. The mercenaries are waiting for you in the open. Numbers are on your side, but they have the high ground. It's over, Anakin. They have the high ground. When the other side is at the right distance, you prefer to hurl your first javelin. Lob it into the enemy ranks. Lob it in the general direction. Hey, disappears into the ranks of the foe. Can't be sure what damage it does, but it must have produced some confusion. As the other sides get closer and closer, you steel yourself for the oncoming fight. Your enemies have the high ground. Your mate stance is penalised by the adverse conditions. Brilliant. Let's lob a javelin maybe. What's this guy like? See, he's got better weapon stats and defense. He doesn't have that great morale. He does still have his hot on his shield, though. He does still also have his weapon reach level 4. Might be more than the green recruit on himself can handle. We'll give it a go. We'll give it the good old Rambler try. Let's lob a javelin. Yes, brilliant. No matter. Shield? No. Feint? No. Soft spot? No. Feint? Quick feint? Failed. Feint? Failed. Quick feint. Resisted. Okay. Let's go for attack against torso. We missed. He goes for me. Hit, but it was absorbed by the armor. Good. Okay. recover. Right now, I think. Oh, he missed. I charge. Succeeded. Great success. Oh, but now I don't have any. I need to recover. Succeeded. Plus 37. Faint and then minus 33. Right. Recover again. Succeeded. He doesn't do anything. Let's recover again. Succeeded. Undisturbed. Recovers. Also. Good. Oh. I went for an attack. Didn't quite work. Torso attack. Missed. Death feign succeeded. Okay, let's recover. Succeeded. Attacks me. He misses. I mean, we're staying alive. We are indeed staying alive. Yeah, the problem is he has the high ground. And as we all know, Obi-Wan says, that's the problem, the high ground. Let's recover. Failed. Succeeded undisturbed. Recover again. There you go. Succeeded undisturbed. He missed. I mean, the mercenary's not doing all too great. I do actually have a nearly 1/4% of a chance. Hit, absorbed, but we did do a little bit of damage though. That's good. Let's go for it again. Oh, he missed. He recovers. Failed. Let's go for it again. No, missed. He attacked. He missed. Okay, that's fine. Let's just recover. Didn't work. He tries to recover. Situation shifting. That's fine, so long as I can survive before he, you know, does his thing. Let's go for the torso. We missed. Soft spot torso. He misses as well. That's good. I'm trying to see what these hotpots do. And just as they pop up, I think it is. A is the chance to bypass the opponent's armor. H is the... Yeah, let's try the arm. Nope. Attacks my leg. 5 damage. And 9 damage for the soft spot torso. Oh, after a brief lull in the fighting allows for it, your Centurion gives the signal to rotate. Lines behind you move forward whilst you are ordered to fall back to the rear. Whew, that's fine. From your current position, it's difficult to figure out what's going on ahead. One after another, the rows behind you fall back at the Centurion's signal. Slowly you'll find yourself once again at the front. Garrison Mercenary, I'm facing a new guy. Let's close in. Okay, let's go for the torso. We missed. He goes for me. He misses. Can we soft spot? I mean, we can try. I mean, none of them have got a particularly good chance of hitting. Torso? Missed. Goes for my leg. Oh, he hits me. I'm down to 1/4 of a health. Go for the recover. We've made it. He recovers as well. He does a feint, but I resist it. The torso. Missed. And he's killed me. I'm dead. I'm dead. It was going to happen, most likely. I mean, we shared a militiaman kill, though. I didn't get a rank, but we did wound the militiaman, at least. And, well, Cabrio has died. R.I.P. We wounded 2 militiamen. Shouldn't have gone for the assault on the stronghold, but you know what? Let's did it anyway. Didn't work out. No matter. So yeah, that was well, my first legionary. That's it. There he is, Hall of Fame. We got 10 score at least for wounding 2 guys. But yeah, there you go. That's how well Quintus did. So there we go. That's a look at a legionary's life. I'll thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.